Great leaders don't climb to the top of people. They lift people up. Hey guys, Dan Greer with Forge coming at you today to chat all about servant leadership. The strongest leaders aren't the ones who demand the spotlight. They're the ones who are willing to serve first. From raising kids to leading crews, grit and grace show up when you show up for others. Guys, like I said, it's Dan Greer, Forge, 5-minute pep talk coming at you today. You know what we're talking about. Let's get into it. Service before status. Leadership is earned by rolling up your sleeves, not flashing your title. Let's talk a little bit about that. Do you care more about your title than what you're actually doing for people? If you do, you're not going to be an amazing leader. If all you care about is what your title says on your nameplate, on your door, on your business card, that's a problem. Titles don't matter. You shouldn't care about your title. Everybody should answer the freaking phone, no matter what your title is. You should be willing to answer the phone at the company, no matter what. Everybody should be willing to take out the trash at the company. Just because your business card doesn't say janitor doesn't mean you shouldn't take out the trash. Okay? From home to work. The same grit it takes to raise kids with character is the grit it takes to lead a team with excellence. Let's talk about this one for a second, okay? Think about this. It is going to take a lot of grit to raise your kids. As your kids grow up, what happens? They try you, they test you, they push your buttons. As your team gets closer to you and as you expand through your team, what happens? Your team tries you, they test you, they push your buttons. They learn what your buttons are and they push them over and 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 over again. Because guess why? They can. That's why. That's why they push buttons. But it's the same at home as it is at work. And as soon as you realize that, you'll start leading your kids with intention. You'll start leading your family with intention. And then you'll start leading at work with intention as well. Let's talk a little bit about grace in action. Servant leaders don't just work hard. They bring patience, humility, and care to the table. Think about that for a second. It's not just about grit. It's not just about how hard you work. I can work 7 days a week, 365 days a year. I can drive my people to work 7 days a week, 365 days a year. What do you think would happen to my team if that's what I did? They wouldn't fizzle out. They would be dead. And what kind of service would we be providing to our clients if that was the case? Not good service, right? Matter of fact, it'd be horrible service. It'd be bad service. You know why? Because they'd be burned out. And they wouldn't be willing to go all in. I have to have grace as well as action, right? Servant leaders don't just work hard. We bring patience, humility, and care. It's not just about how hard you work. It's about being patient with your team. It's about being patient with your customers. It's about being patient with your kids and your wife, even when they've asked you the same freaking question 20 times. Even when they didn't think about the question they've asked you before they ask you, right? What's the one thing your kids always ask you? Where's my insert? Where'd you leave? Insert. Not where'd I leave? Where'd you leave? They already blamed it on somebody else, right? We work on correcting that talk in our house pretty easy. I go, whoa. I haven't touched your underwear, buddy. Where do you think they are? Where do you think you left them? Before you start pointing fingers at me, start pointing thumbs and say, where could I have left them? How come my paintball gun's not put up? Because you didn't put it up. That's why. You want to know where it is? Put your crap up. Right? That's actually grace as well as grit. You've got to have, as a leader, you've got to have the grit not to back down. But you've also got to have the grace to say, let's go look for it together. Let's see where it might be. And when it's left, that's when you take the opportunity to learn, oh, you left it on the deep freezer. Maybe you were cleaning it up and you left it here to dry and you didn't put it back in the case. Could that be it? Yeah, I guess so. Right? But you got to teach them that. You got to teach them that grace. You got to show them that grace. Strength through service. When you serve first, you create loyalty, trust, and a team that will go the extra mile with you. Like I just showed you, like in the example about the paintball gun, that's with your kid, but what can you do with your team? Think about that for a second, okay? Today, I'm going to encourage you to think about what strength through service means and how you can serve first, okay? There's a whole chapter in my book, Grit, Grease, and Grace, on service leadership. Grab it and dig in if you want
to know what servant leadership really looks like. And if your organization is ready to build a culture that's service-driven, guess what? Eclipse DOT can help you. We'll bring life to your team. All right, y'all. Have a great day.